What's it there, baby? You already know. Big boss hog, boss dog, can't poke through the dough. Hit the top this boxing. Devin Haney versus Regis prograis. Post-fight reaction. Let's talk about it. This ain't finna be long. I ain't, you know, because it's really not that much to talk about. I mean, it went exactly how I expected it to go. I'm not gonna lie. The only thing I didn't see a knockdown. I said that. I didn't see a knockdown coming from Devin Haney. I thought that if it's gonna be a knockdown, Regis was gonna do that. But Devin Haney, man, was sharp. Razor blade sharp, was crispy. Regis couldn't touch him. He was too fast. Devin Haney was too fast, too elusive, too accurate. Showed his boxing IQ. You know what I mean? Showed that there's levels to this, and he just proved that he's levels above Regis prograis. You know what I mean? And that's just what it is. Everything was on point. His jab, his feet work. You know, we just talked about it. Devin Haney is very fast. He get in, he get out. You know what I mean? And like I said, I was very impressed with how surgical Devin Haney was. You know what I'm saying? He was very surgical in there. Very sharp, like a razor blade. You know? And it was a dominant performance. And, you know, you got to tilt your hat to Devin Haney. You know what I mean? Like I said before, the dude was sharp. Sharp like a thumbtack, bro. The boy was getting it in. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't really got too much to say about it. It was a dominant performance, man. I mean, that's just, you know, real talk. I mean, I mean, Devin showed, you know, that, you know, he's levels, you know, like I said before, above. You know, Regis prograis, shout out to him. He tried, you know, but it's just, I feel like his game plan, he was trying too hard to knock Devin Haney out. You get what I mean? You can't fight like that. You got to be able to, you know, put this stuff together. Work behind your jab, work behind your punches, you know, then get in there and work. Devin Haney was changing the angle on him. Devin Haney was turning him. Devin Haney was in some spots at first. It was just like Devin Haney was kind of doing what he wanted to do in there. You get what I mean? And with Regis, you know, he didn't have, you could tell he didn't have the answers to the test. You get what I mean? He didn't have a counter for Devin's counter. You get what I mean? Like the difference, like Lomachenko had a counter for Devin's counter. So when Devin would try to turn Lomachenko would punch on the turn. You know what I mean? It was just like he had answers for the test. And I feel like Regis and spurts looked kind of lost. Like he didn't know what to do in certain situations. You get what I mean? And, you know, it showed, you know. And that's just real talk. Now, post-fight, you know, Devin is now the WBC champion at 140 pounds. He said he might go to 147. He don't know yet. You know, Ryan Garcia's calling him out. You know, he don't know what's next for him. You know, they even talked about Devin Haney versus Terrence Crawford. I noticed that a lot of people like trying to fight Terrence Crawford now. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. It's like, you know, Teofimo was talking about he'll fight Terrence Crawford. Now Devin, they brought up Terrence Crawford. You know, it's like, you know, it's like, okay. But, that's kind of weird to me. You know what I'm saying? But, to get back on topic, you know, I guess the question is, what's next for Devin Haney? Me personally, the only fight I want to see him in is Gervonta Tank Davis. That's the next fight in which they tried to throw shots at Tank, you know. And I'm gonna tell you like this: after this performance, I mean, I look at that fight a little differently. At first, I thought landslide Tank gonna spark him. Landslide, it ain't. Now I'm like, okay, I got a 60-40 Tank, 40 Haney. I just think that Tank is a different animal. Gervonta Tank Davis is not Regis prograis. You know what I mean? And, like, that's one thing that a lot of these dudes don't understand. Like, he's not Regis prograis. He gonna be able to have the answers to the test. Let's just say that. He gonna have a counter for your counter. You know what I mean? You know, Gervonta Tank Davis is what he is for a reason. You know? And he ain't what he is because of height. It's almost like they tried to say that, like, oh, Gervonta Tank Davis is where he is because of height. You know, it's like, nah, that man is there because of his fights, and him fighting. You know what I mean? And the competition he fighting. You know? And I'm going to do a separate video talking about resumes between the two. But that's the only fight I want to see personally. You know, I don't care about, he talking about he want to go to 47 and fight Keith Thurman. And, you know, look. And there's a reason why he hollering out Keith Thurman and not Jambu Simmons. Because he know that, he know he go to 47 and holler Boots, you know. There's a reason why they not mentioning his name. You know, they talk about Terrence Crawford. I'm telling you, they Mikey Garcia. They see something. There's a reason why they hollering out these people's names. That's all I gotta say. You know? But I think that you know, my bad, y'all. This ambulance coming. I think Devin Haney versus Tank is the fight to make. That's the fight that needs to get made. And hopefully it can get, you know, made in 2024. You know, and we can end this feud between the two. You know what I mean? I think Tank, like he said, he ready to make the big fights. You know what I mean? And Haney is saying that as well. So we shall see in 2024 what is to come. You know what I mean? You know, I'm just saying, like, I know a lot of, you know, the diehard Devin Haney fans, they like, oh, yeah, you see what he did to Regis? I'm telling you, Tank is not Regis, bro. That's what it is. Gervonta Tank Davis is not Regis prograis. That's all I'm saying. You know, like, and if you think he is, you gonna find out when that man is standing over top of you, and that 5'5" ball of dynamite is standing on top of you, and the ref talking about 1, 2. You know, nah, man, come on, man. Stop playing, bro. We gotta keep it funky. I just think that Tank, he a different animal. You know what I mean? That's just my opinion. You know, he a different animal. He can do different things in that ring. You know, but, you know, all the talk about him fighting these different fights, stop it. Now, Devin Haney said that, you know, he's pound for pound the best in boxing. He's the face of boxing, right? And it's good to feel that way, you know what I mean? Like, but I don't feel like he the pound for pound best in boxing. This is his first fight where he really did, like, phenomenal numbers, you know what I mean? Tank been doing that, right? You know, they tried to throw a little shade at Tank again. Oh, Tank is charging, you know, all this my money for tickets, and, you know, it's not about the money. All right. This is that Tank charging, you know, twice the amount of money for tickets, and he's still selling out arenas. People are paying that. So what does that mean? I'm saying, you know, you know, that's why I disagree with Bill Haney on, right? Bill Haney also brought up how is Terrence, he said, don't disrespect for Terrence Crawford, but how is he the pound for pound best, you know, when Errol Spitz was dehydrated, right? And the only way we can know for sure is if Terrence Crawford's the best is if he fight Errol Spitz at 154. I said, okay. Okay. I was like, he's like, come on, man, give us our credit. I said, okay. I ain't say that. Bill Haney said that. You know what I mean? Bill Haney said that Terrence Crawford, You know, basically, he's saying that how's Terrence Crawford the power for power best when, you know, he got to fight Errol Spence at 154 to decide that. I was like, dang. When he said that, I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, I was like, okay. Well, damn. All right, well. There it is. So, I ain't say that, though. He said that. You know, that ain't coming from Boss. Y'all go check that interview out. But, overall, great performance by Devin Haney. Shout out to Devin Haney. Shout out to all the Haneys. Shout out to the Bay Area from H-Town all the way to the Bay. Boss gone.